Alright, so welcome part 2 of my arsenal, and I'm very excited. I only got through 3, so I really need to pick up the pace. Next up is my modded barricade. It is clip mod. I actually did this, and I don't mean to, insult anyone or anything, but it doesn't have a voltage mod, by the way, because I cannot find true fire batteries anywhere for cheaper than 15, and I'm not paying 15 bucks for batteries. That's ridiculous. But I did this where I used the back end of a long shot before Dracted and before it was on Germ's blog, because I did use this part of the recon at first, and it was too not working. So I decided, well, what else do I have that will hold the clip that actually kind of locks in a bit, and I found this. It's not glued in, so it still moves a bit, and every once in a while, oh god, whoops. My bad, I didn't mean to turn it on, but I'm saying, like, every once in a while I need to move up the clip. It's got, you won't be able to see, even if I show you, but it's got padding on the thing. I don't remember what it's called, the hammerhead, I don't know, that's what it might be called in the gun. But this is a very nice gun, and I recommend this mod to anyone of any age, really, because this is a fairly simple mod and makes this barricade really awesome, because you can, I know what some people say, hey, you shoot 10 with the normal, why would you want to shoot 6? Because instead of putting this thing, you can put the 35 drum, which I do have, because I have a rated, but you could do that, and that's what I would normally do if I was entering a tournament with that. Next up, I have my long shot. This is my very, very first mod, and it's very special to me. This is my very first. It's got a quad shot spring in it. It is very powerful. I can get 100 feet. Oh, jeez. It's hard when it's not against your shoulder. By the way, with the barricade, I can get about 40 feet. It's not too good, but not too bad. It also has to be rotating for a while, so you have to leave it on. Not good for stealth. This thing, I load it from the bottom like I load the recon. I don't use clips because I find they're just not as good. So it becomes a single shot, but it can use clip, which makes the difference. And then, that's loud. I even had to close my ears, or close my eyes, and try not to listen as much, because it's just really loud. I love that gun. I'm gonna be honest. It is my go-to gun. That and my Stampede, which is actually coming up fairly soon. But that, I just love it. It's my first, it holds sentimental value for me. Next up is another stock gun, actually, the Rapid Fire 20. Mainly because I don't mod the air ones very well, because you need to do a lot of things that I'm not quite proficient with yet, but hopefully one day I will be. I also have the Laramie 20, which is the red and gray one, but I gave that to my little brother, so, yeah. If anyone has any mod ideas for this, just cosmetically, because I don't like how it looks so bulky, leave a message, a comment, anything, on my wall, or not wall, what are they called? The profile things, leave me a message, and I will take to heart your suggestion, and maybe make a mod video where I turn this into whatever you wanted me to turn it into. Like, if you say you want this to look like a Browning, I'll try my darndest, and I will give you the credit. I'll put your name, like, up here somewhere in the lights, flashing, and say, hey, this is their idea, and I just did it. So yeah, I want to either make it look really good, or slim it down a little. What's next? Alright. My Titan. You'll notice it has this, the PVC part fell off actually right before I started shooting, so I didn't re-glue it. But I like this because it does get about 100 feet or so, and it's kind of nice. But it's not as convenient as my long shot. It also is very big. Well, not very big, but bigger feeling. It doesn't have the comfortable feel to it. Overall, an okay gun. It's not allowed in a lot of nerf battles, though. Like, a lot of people will be like, hey, no fair, I won't allow that. I would test try this for you, but since there's no internal mods, and I'm sure most of you know what a Titan sounds like. I don't need to. Looks like I'm gonna need a part 3. Yikes. Next up is my Stampede. You'll notice I did the size reduction. That was just for coolness effect, really. It's kind of jaggedy because I didn't mess with it. But other than that, no voltage mod. Again, I can't find those True Fire batteries for cheap. It's actually kind of interesting. I was doing a minimization mod with the Vulcan to make it into a pistol, and forgot that it only shoots whistlers. So I was trying with streamlines, and it failed. I got pissed, and I took the spring out of the Vulcan and put it in this. I like to think of it as the hybrid of Nerf's 2 attempts at an automatic machine gun. It is very loud, and I will actually not shoot anything because, as I said, I don't have a very good shooting range in my room. It's maybe 10 feet across and 10 feet, or 10 feet width, 10 feet length. But I will allow you to hear it a couple times. So you'll notice that the rate of fire is definitely lower. It's not as fast, but it's much, much more powerful. I can get 50, 60 feet straight, and that's automatic consistently. And about 70 to 80 angled. It's also not as accurate angled though, so, you know, be careful about that. Next up, my Raider. Everyone's got one of these. I actually got one even though I got the Alpha Trooper first, just because everyone has one. It seems like something you kind of need to have to be a nerfer. Kind of like the Maverick. Wait a minute. I do have the Maverick. It broke though. I lost the little spring and it broke. So I do have it. I can even show you the shell if you want to. It's a Sonic Maverick. Not a fan of Mavericks that much, but I do have one, so I am a nerfer. Oh jeez, I have to do part 3, so I'll finish this and do a part 3. Yikes. Alright, so I'm just gonna let you hear it sound. Just AR restriction and so on. So, that's... Wow, I have to do a part 3, that really sucks. Okay. Be back here. I don't have that many guns left though, so that's probably my last one.